Nocturnal Shrine.
What is your business in this place? Make it quick. Don't try to manipulate me. I doubt it. I can't argue with that. I doubt it. That's enough. Where'd you get that? That's good. Oh, I doubt it. What none? That's enough. Oh, you not now? I doubt it. I doubt it. That's enough. That's really funny. I tried the chapels. They're a waste of time.
Tell me about the Shrine of Nocturnal.
You should not be in this place. What is your business here? Do you believe yourself worthy to speak to Nocturnal?
I wish to approach the shrine.
Perhaps you have been summoned. Perhaps Nocturnal desires your service and has guided you here. Approach. You too.
I have found the shrine to Nocturnal and spoken with her followers. They have agreed to allow me to speak to the Daedra. I may approach the statue. You must be level 10 to begin this quest. Okay. Right. So not quite 15, but close enough.
Yes? Why do you not approach the shrine? We don't welcome visitors, but we don't murder them either. You stand on holy...
Yes. Why do you not? We don't want more worshippers. We just want to be left alone. Remember, this place is sacred.
Night among the strangers. Secrets in the dark. Nocturnal is here. But my eye is blind and drowned, stolen from its shrine and hid in dark waters. To steal from a god is most unwise. In Leowin, 2 Argonians think themselves secret, but the eye has seen them. Find these thieves in the city that spans the waters. Learn where they hide my eye. Retrieve the eye of Nocturnal mortal, and return it to me, and I shall look favorably upon you.
When summoned, Nocturnal spoke to me of the Eye of Nocturnal, which has been stolen. The Daedra believes the thieves to be in Leowin. I am to go there, find the thieves, and return the eye to the shrine.
You have been set on a path. Follow it.
Right, I don't think we want to use the map markers here. We want to find out things on our own. These type of quests, these find something, are the worst ones with the map markers in place. You look at the close-in map, you just see constantly where you need to go exactly, or in the compass. It just sucks. Who would know though? Beggars maybe? Let's try the guards first.
Speak, citizen. Weebum-Na and Bajin have been bragging about some big score they made recently. They claim it's a valuable jewel. Who knows with those two?
Well, that didn't take long. Tell me about Weebum-Na.
He's always got some scam going with Bajin, his partner. You might find them both at Weebum-Na's house. Good news from Kvatch for a change.
I don't think I want to mention the Eye of Nocturnal unless I have to.
She wasn't a bad sort until she hooked up with that rascal Weebamna. That's where you're likely to find her, at Weebamna's house.
She likes the bad boys.
You too.
There should be Argonian houses near the waterfront here. Or poor houses. Right, these. Pretty sure Weebamna is in one of these. Betoplotius. Autumnal. Singor.
The Grey Fox protects you.
Darji. Weebamna. What exactly am I gonna do in there though? They're not exactly gonna tell it if I ask. Go in when they're sleeping? Let's take a look around first if we see anything out of the ordinary. Not much room here. Weebamna is already sleeping though.
Greetings, Breton.
Couple chests, easy to open.
What can I do for you? Yes?
Let's be friends first.
Well done. Don't. What? Sorry, I don't get it. Whatever. Don't. What? I wish I could say that's not bad. Yes, I am Bajin.
I'll bribe
We'll
her.
see. What? Well, isn't that sweet of you?
It's very expensive. Know anything about the Eye of Nocturnal?
Why? Why would you ask? I've never heard of it. No idea what you're talking about. And Weebamna doesn't know either. Good day.
Bajin denies knowing anything about the Eye of Nocturnal and tells me Weebamna knows nothing either. Perhaps I should try to listen in on their conversations and see if they offer any clues. How exactly would this work? I think we'll have to come back during daytime. So they're both up, basically.
But what if the trolls eat it?
Trolls don't like water. Trolls don't swim. The Eye is perfectly safe in Tidewater Cave, so relax.
I overheard Bajin and Weebamna speaking of Tidewater Cave and the treasure they've hidden there. I should investigate the cave.
Good.
So we can follow the coastline and we'll find it. Good enough. It should also be in water somewhere. Although that would have been my first guess anyway, because they're Argonian thieves. Right. Bare knuckle, well, it's not exactly bare knuckle. Unarmed combat. We're going to go with endurance anyway. We'll have to be fairly close to opponents. So some sort of a physical combat is how we're gonna mostly kill things. Might as well try to get the strength increase to be as high as possible. Also pick fights with pretty much everything that comes our way. Mud crab. Yep. I need to start visiting temples. We need the elemental resistance spells. I'm sure they exist. Although magic resistance and spell absorption would be much more useful for us. We don't exactly want elementals type specific resistances. Might be more effective defense if you know your enemy, but it would also require us to switch equipment regularly, which I don't want to do. So, generic magic resistance, magic absorption. No reflection. Reflection sucks. I see where we need to be. Gotta repair things at every opportunity. Opposition shouldn't be too tough, but it is a Daedra quest, so probably not mud traps either. Tidewater cave. It's a troll. How bad of a troll? It's one of the nastier trolls. Yeah, I can't. Now I can move. Holy shit, yeah. This is not a good way to fight this. We're losing a huge amount of fatigue. Even with a simple attack. Yeah, this is not a good training opponent. It does too much damage. Right. So I can increase my combat abilities to attack it quite a bit. It just isn't good. Yeah, with the unarmed combat I have to go too close. I also sort of have to jump down so I can't hit when the best time to hit is. I do have to say I'm very unimpressed with the troll regeneration abilities. Right. If it jumps a little bit, I can't strike. If I get hit by his attack, I can't do shit either. So this is a terrible opponent for hand-to-hand training. At least these skill levels. We'll have to stay. We'll test our new fire attack abilities too against these. I don't want to fight like this constantly. I more or less wanted to see what it takes. This is not good. Oh, my pants. There was definitely a troll going in this direction. And we need the item we want to find is in water somewhere. Three enemies, at least. Wonder what the wolf is. Why do they have calipers? More trolls? Puma. This shouldn't be it. Underwater. Somewhere underwater. Defensive capabilities of our summoned creatures are woefully inadequate at this point. Still, they're great distractions. Keep fighting trolls. Or is he incapable of coming through here? Where the hell is he jumping? Fight. Not a good way of fighting, almost died. Okay, this seems promising. Yeah, not exactly hard to find. Defiler. Okay. Worth a few gold pieces. I found the Eye of Nocturnal. I should return to the shrine. I'd like to say a simple mission. Well, it is a simple mission, but it's not easy. Unless you have decent combat capabilities, this is a nightmare. Or invisibility, pretty much. That said, all the trolls were in the other section. Here there was maybe a mountain lion or two. Didn't expect anyone to be there. Chest with 40 gold pieces, that's it. I'd say I'm somewhat disappointed in this quest if this is all there is to it. But it is not useful for me in any way.
My eye is returned, and I once again see into the darkness that is your world. We mock the thieves, for bitter is their loss. mortal may take this. It shall open the secrets of dark places for you.
Nocturnal was pleased that I have returned to Nocturnal. I have been rewarded with the skeleton key. Oh, I sort of regret doing this now. But not really. Earlier on I would have regretted more. The skeleton key is an indestructible lockpick. So basically there's no point in buying lockpicks anymore. There's a bit more to it than that. It basically, if I recall correctly, yeah, it's incredibly valuable, and it's equally massively useful at all levels. It makes lockpicking pretty much redundant, sort of. I mean, you can still do it the traditional way. No one's preventing you, but it also allows you to abuse it, sort of. Again, it's not technically abuse. I can't see how it would be. It's using the system as intended, but it removes the need to manually lockpick things. That's what it does. Also, 40-point extra security. That's probably more than I had originally. Yeah. 73 security at the moment. It totally negates the need to do lockpicking. Well, you don't have to have it on your inventory if you don't like it, I suppose. I don't know. We have been doing a lot of lockpicking already, and I'm not sure the game is in any way drastically worse if I had to do less of it.
Blessed are you. Keep the key safe.
Blessed are you. Keep the key safe.
Blessed are you. Keep the key safe.
Don't think I want to go on another Daedra quest. So what then? We need to find new quests, in fact. Sheogora? Sheogora usually wants you to do some... You probably get some sort of a staff out of it as a reward. It's very likely more or less set in stone what it's like. It might be slightly better if you're at a higher level though. Anything else? Why do I even see these fortresses? Azura. Azura might be a good choice, because Azura's reward is also, I think, set in stone. It doesn't matter at all at what level you do it, as long as you have the levels. Any real quests? Byron's Deception, that would be Anvil. Anvil also had the... Massacre at the Temple, which reminds me, I do want to visit the temples. In the Search of Resistance spells, Anvil would also be Restoration spell headquarters of the Mages Guild.
Well met. Goodbye.
Solana What? May you find healing here for your wounds and for your troubled spirit. There's a peace here in the chapel for all who seek it. When Sadrasa isn't teaching alchemy, he spends all of his time researching a cure for skooma addiction.
That might be a thing. Quest for skooma addiction heal.
What? The worst thing is, no one even knows what happened. People heard the screams, but when they broke down the chapel doors, everyone was already dead. The church has taken no official position on his teaching yet, but from the reports I've heard, he may be truly inspired by the divines. Hey! You're the one they call the hero of Kvatch, aren't you? The one that closed the Oblivion Gate and saved the city? Be seeing you.
What? Witsy Dootsy runs a clean establishment. Well, she really hates it when people mess up her place. You too.
Counts in general would have quests.
Let's hear it.
Here it was the Orc Knight. I don't think I've really talked to a lot of counts in general. I'll go to Anvil because it's a guaranteed place to find something interesting going on. Also the lighthouse. And it's an actual map marker, so that might be interesting. I think I'll talk around here. There's a guaranteed quest we have, but maybe we can find more. Ulfgar Fagai. Well, he clearly owns this place.
Aye, I'm Ulfgar Fagai, master of the Anvil Lighthouse. Visit the lighthouse any time. Fine view of the town and harbor. Ships sail from Anvil Harbor for ports of call in Hammerfell, Somerset Isle, Yokuda, and the Western Isles. Everybody's talking about the Prophet. After the attack on the chapel, people are inclined to believe almost anything. You too.
Doesn't look all that interesting to me. This is a nice view. But that's not particularly interesting. I think I'll go after the female thieves. We'll talk to as many people as we can. Has to be more quests in these places. I've gone through a lot of large area cities with almost nothing in them. I don't think that's the case. I might not meet the requirements for triggering certain events. Similar to like how was it Dharma? The coral shopkeeper's daughter. Things like that. It's not, you don't have to specifically do anything, but there's a set of conditions that will trigger a quest. I think there's a lot of places that have similar situations. I have no idea what they are, so if I just keep basically walking past everything and not sticking my nose into places, I'm gonna miss out on things. I'm thinking of switching to a more aggressive search mode. If it's not locked and it's not trespassing, basically stick your nose in and see what's there. Don't wait for the rumor to somehow surface up after God knows how many hours you've played the game. There are two ships.
Astia Inventius, wife of the woodsman Pinnerus Inventius. Always out hunting. Anything to avoid doing a little work around the house. Well, if you don't mind scruffy sailors smelling like bilge, it's a lovely town. The men are all the same, drunk and shiftless. He's a blessing on this town. The only one to have made any sense out of the terrible tragedy at the chapel. He preaches every day outside the chapel. Go and listen, you'll see.
I think we should, because everyone keeps talking about this all over the goddamn province. So maybe if I talk to him, it'll go away or something new pops up.
I still can't believe what happened at the chapel. Travaia, Leralthia, Domania, all dead. Farewell.
Timothy LaRouche, late of the Black Dog, able seaman. I'll be staying ashore till my stash runs out, then it's off to sea once more. I've gone aground in ports all over the Abyssian Sea, and Anvil's far from the worst. Got a forecastle for my hammock, and Mirabelle to keep it warm. You hear about Gogan? A gang of thieves is running a scam in town, and he fell for it. What an idiot. Be seeing you.
What an idiot indeed. Any visitors?
Heinrich Okenhull, captain and shipmaster. My ship is in for refitting, so I'm high and dry for a while. Anvil wouldn't be my choice for a refit. No proper yard, neither spars nor scantlings in good supply. But it's ill luck to complain.
You complained anyway.
Mirabelle Monet runs quite a boarding house. I understand all of the sailors leave very satisfied. Goodbye.
As long as everyone's happy, I don't particularly care.
You closed the gate. How did you do it? We can't thank you enough.
Right, he was the guy we met on the road to Kavach.
Everybody's talking about the Prophet. Be seeing you.
Hello there. I don't know you. You don't know me. Everybody's happy.
I like you.
It's a big town. Hell, it's a big county. You stick to your part, I stick to mine, all right? You hear about Gogan?
Yeah, I keep hearing about
Good
Gogan.
day. Welcome to the Flowing Bowl. I'm Cainlawn, the one in blue. My twin, Mainlawn, is the brown one. Best shops in Anvil? No.
Everybody's talking.
Oh, for fuck's sake, someone talk about something
Take care.
else.
Welcome to the... The Count went missing about 10 years ago. No one knows what happened to him. Lady Milona rules County Anvil. Her ladyship has no intention of remarrying. Liked her first Count well enough, I guess, and doesn't fancy a replacement.
Sounds like a quest there.
Mirabelle Monet is quite a woman. Ask any of the sailors down at the forecastle. You too.
So she runs an inn for sailors and acts as a bed warmer too. Varulay.
This is a travesty. A complete and utter travesty. The crystal ball is just sitting there in the hold, but I'll be damned if I'm going back on board. And nobody will help me. Nobody. Not with those spirits roaming the decks. I don't suppose you'll help me. No, of course you won't.
Actually, I'd be glad to help.
Of course you can't. Nobody ever wants to help. That's the... Wait, did you actually say you'd help me? Oh, how wonderful. I can't thank you enough. I've been going out of my mind ever since my crew was murdered. This is my ship, you see, the Serpent's Wake. I hired the crew to sail to Somerset Isle to retrieve a family heirloom, my mother's crystal ball. They made the journey and arrived back all right. But then, someone murdered them. All of them. Now their spirits are haunting the ship. The crystal ball is in a chest in the ship's hold, but I can't get to it. I made it as far as the captain's cabin, but the spirits nearly killed me. Get the crystal ball and return it to me here, and I'll make it worth your trouble. Here, you'll need this key. Thank you so much.
No, thank you for giving me a goddamn quest. Still, no one mentioned the ghost ship that had all his crew murdered in the goddamn dock. I probably can't harm ghosts with fists. So this should be a fairly straightforward murder of ghosts. Weaken, do fire damage, collect the corpse.
Oh, you've returned. I do hope you have good
I never
news.
left. What type of spirits are we talking about? Ooh, good ones. I'm using a good touch spell. Right, they don't give a shit. Not even with the resistance lowering. Spectral Sailor. I think these are not... Well, technically they're not scaled opponents. Or rather generic opponents you can face anywhere. They're specifically designed for a quest, so they might be sturdier. Still, fire didn't do much. Cold probably isn't gonna do much either. Maybe these are just resistant to magic. Right, this was a good opportunity to showcase the skeleton key. Well, we'll get plenty of opportunities. Let's see how the zombie fares against these. Oh shit. Physical combat seems to be better. A huge amount of fire damage to kill it. What exactly happened here anyway? Yeah, someone murdered them, but why? Why would everyone even give a crap? Go to the end of the street, turn left, take the next right. If you see the house with the fallen roof, you've gone too far. Knock twice, pause, knock again. They'll let you in. Be sure to have the money. No idea if this is a random note or not. We already had the key he had. No point picking up extras. We're looking for a crystal ball. Cargo hold. Okay, this is not a good way to fight these guys, but alternative would be to just burn through some magical potions. Naturally not out of question. Verlace crystal ball. Potion of healing. Steel warhammer. Skooma. Ruby topaz. So some contraband, but certainly nothing that would be a reason to kill everyone here.
You did it! You actually made it back with a crystal ball! Oh, thank you! Here, please take this as a reward. It's the captain's enchanted cutlass. I managed to grab it when I was in his cabin before his spirit chased me out. Oh, thank you so very much!
It's a heavy weapon. Drain health. 15 points for 6 seconds on strike. I wonder if it stacks. It's still more or less just a magical weapon. I have no use for it. The effect isn't particularly interesting. With the drain effects you might have some uses. Because if I damage health, you can heal it. But if I drain it, it sort of lowers the maximum temporary. So there could be use cases. But no one seems to regenerate at rates or heal at rates where I would give a crap. And if it's a spellcaster, it'd be much more efficient to just silence the target.
One more coin, and I can get a pair of shoes. I heard that Velwyn Benaris is trying to sell off Benaris Manor. Hopefully the new owners will clean that eyesore up.
Yeah, I recall that.
blessings are on you.
I'm Newheim, Anvil Harbor Master. I'm responsible for all harbor traffic, docks, duties, and fees in Anvil Harbor.
You also have incredibly small eyes.
Traffic through Anvil Harbor comes mostly in exotic, high-profit goods, easy to transport by road or Mages Guild couriers to eastern markets. Farewell.
Harborside Warehouse.
What? Anvil wouldn't be... Mirabelle Monet, run... Bye.
Ship number 2. The sea top Clarabella, very hard. No one here. Be a thievery target. The foxhole. This would be only for seamen though. How does she tell that they're who is seaman and who is?
I'm Mirabelle Monet. I run the forecastle, a boarding house for sailors. Sorry, I reserve my beds for seamen. Watch yourself around the forecastle. Sailors despise landsmen and won't hesitate to treat them to a good beating when they're in their cups. Don't know if this is true, but I heard a gang of... Pay attention and you can learn a lot. Farewell.
It sort of seems like there's something going on with this arrangement. I mean, there doesn't have to be, but why build a character and a house around it if it's not used for anything at any point?
From Falkreath to Windhelm, the foul Daedra attacked the land.
Yes, what can I do for you, my tight-lipped friend? Norbert Lellis runs a fine store, but he's not the brightest fellow. Goodbye.
Gang of female thieves, right. That's what we're here for.
They call me Wilhelm the Worm, because dirt suits me fine. Town lets me live in the warehouse to keep out the rats. Nice, friendly folk in Anvil. Even the Countess greets me in the street. Well, except for that Newheim the Portly. He's a mean old scrote. Goodbye.
Greetings, Breton.
It's my pleasure. Please continue. Everybody's talking about the... Go to it.
Yeah, everyone's talking about the prophet and I'm getting sick of it.
You smell of death. Okay. Guess who I am? Cainlorn or Maynlorn?
Cainlorn, obviously.
Right. The one in blue. You remembered. You too.
Don't know why I remember. I forget much more important stuff constantly, but not that.
Yes? Is there something I can do for you? My husband is down south in Anvil County, working the Valenwood line, hunting down bandits and smugglers. I swear that when I passed by Benerus Manor last night, I heard someone scream from inside. Velwyn Benerus will never sell that death trap. Take care.
I don't know, I might be an interesting buyer. Depending on the price. More or less I feel like we would be buying an adventure.
How would you like to get my husband Gogan out of hot water?
Sure. What's he done?
Believe me, he'll need all the help he can get to worm his way out of this one. To think he'd fall for the gang's scheme. Ugh, I could kill him. I'm sorry. I'm rambling, and you look confused. Let me explain.
Go on.
The women in the gang use their wiles to lure men out to some remote location and rob them blind. It's been going on for some time now. The city guard hasn't done very much about it, because frankly, the men who are robbed are so embarrassed they don't want to report it. Take, for example, that good-for-nothing husband of mine, Gogan. He cared more about their charms than my own. I like it here. People are very friendly, much nicer than in the Imperial City.
Okay, tell me more about the gang.
When Gogan was, with the women, they took something quite valuable from him. No, it's not what you're thinking. He was carrying a precious family heirloom with him when he was lured out to their lair. It was a small ring given to him on our wedding day. The ring belonged to my mother and has been in the family for generations. I'm willing to give you all the money I have to get it back. 100 gold. Can you help us?
Yes, I'll help you.
Thank you. I'm afraid I can't offer you much help, but I'll do what I can. All I can tell you is that the best place to start is at the Flowing Bowl. It's a tavern located outside the city walls near the waterfront. Gogan may be able to give you more information beyond that. The Flowing Bowl attracts the worst Anvil has to offer. Always.
Yeah, the reward for the quest is trivial, but the women might offer something better.
Shishani, the old sea captain and rover, now a ship owner and fat cat. Pleased to meet you. Take some advice? Go down to the sea, stand a while, watch the sun rise and set. Think on the distant lands across the water. Norbut Lelis. Goodbye.
Arvena Thelas. Silgor Brades. Mages Guild, Fighters Guild.
I don't know you. Goodbye.
There should be a haunted house somewhere at least, and there's like 3 houses left. Heinrich Oakenhall.
I'm saving up enough for some medicine. Mayenlorn and his brother run a nice estate. Blessings of Anu upon you.
Okay, this looks to be in a little bit of bad shape. Veneris Manor, okay, that is the haunted manor. Should be a prophet here somewhere.
Will no one walk the ancient pilgrim's way?
Didier O'Malley, a ship's clerk. At present, I'm spending my time and gold on the pleasures of the Gold Coast. Many of Anvil's folk are directly or indirectly associated with ships and sailing. Sailors, ship owners, men made rich and poor by the sea trade, and the lonely wives of men who follow the sea. Mayenlorn and his brother run a nice establishment at the Flowing Bowl.
Who will stand for the 8 and 1? Who will complete Helenol's holy mission of vengeance upon Umaril, the Unfeathered? Is there no one who would
I'll pass, at least for now. We have an active quest we need to do. Where exactly do we need to go? Ooh. Gogan's house, right. More details on the women.
Eh? What do you want? Sorry, I'm new in town. Don't know a soul. Everybody's talking about... See, my wife couldn't keep a big mouth shut. Yes, it's true. I lost the family ring to those sirens. I'm ashamed about the whole incident, but not ashamed enough to ask for your help. I was sitting in the flowing bowl when the most fetching Nord woman you've ever seen walked in with an equally attractive Imperial woman following. After we exchanged words, I followed them out to a farmhouse. Inside, they asked me to remove my clothes and items. Well, I did. And then suddenly they brandished weapons and robbed me. They sent me away with barely a stitch of clothing, harlots. Just please, help me get that ring back. I want to save what's left of my marriage. I'm merely a man. How could I resist? What a mess I've gotten myself into.
So, Nord Imperial combo on the female front. This will pretend to be a victim.
I'm Mainlawn. I'm the twin in brown. Yes, I've noticed some of them in my establishment. They don't break the law while they're here, so there's nothing I can do. If you wait around long enough, I'm sure they'll show up. Farewell.
I haven't seen you here before. Ah, and you're all alone, too. How sad. Well, if you're up to it, I think we can solve that little problem. You see, me and Faustina here are lonely too, and we've been looking for someone. You look like just what we need. I'll tell you what, we have a cozy farmhouse not far from here where we could, well, get to know each other much, much better. I'll mark it down on your map just so you won't forget where to find us. Meet us there around 11 o'clock. I can promise you a night of fun you won't soon forget. Do I really have to spell it out for you? You're a man, and I'm a woman with a certain desire. You figure out the rest.
Can't wait to see you later. Don't keep us waiting. Hope you're not planning to get much sleep.
Didn't have to wait long. How much time do we have? About 4 hours. Not that far away.
Good evening.
Okay. We'll go in. Don't give up our equipment. Talk to them probably. I mean, they're thieves, robbers, really. Not sure if they're gonna force me to kill them. Recover the ring. That's all we really care about. Naturally, if opportunities present themselves, we'll take advantage of that.
Go ahead.
I feel like this quest would have been a lot better if you could have met those two women without knowing the quest is what it is. Now it's sort of, you have no real way of getting yourself into any kind of trouble with this. Totally destroyed armor. Wonder how long it's been destroyed. Right, the farm should be fairly close. Not sure if there's a map marker for it. Oh, there has to be. Yeah, there it is. I'll have to wait for a couple of hours. Or alternatively we could go in, maybe take a look around what we're getting into. Quaden Farm. It's certainly not used for farming. I've arrived at Quaden. I'll need to wait until 11 in the evening to go inside and find out what Faustina and Signy have in store for me. Door is locked and no one seems to be at home. That's cheap.
I see you took us up on our offer. Good. I'm glad to see you. Signy will be along shortly. I'm sure we can find something to do while we wait. Now, we can't have you standing there all uncomfortable in all those clothes. Why don't you take everything off and place it there on the table?
I'm afraid not.
What? What are you talking about? Don't you want to have fun? Come on, don't be shy. Or are you here for something else?
I'm here for Gogan's ring.
Damn, I knew it. You're working for the city guard, aren't you? I didn't think they would be stupid enough to send someone alone. But so be it. I should have known after I fenced that stupid ring and discovered it was a fake. Worthless. All part of the guard's plan, I suppose. Okay, girls. We got someone who doesn't want to cooperate.
Okay.
All before you threaten.
Tarina. Ah, yeah, I forgot about this. He's out of stamina, basically. After entering the farmhouse, I encountered Faustina, who tried to entice me to remove my weapons, armor, and clothing and place them aside. Knowing this was a ruse, I refused. She yelled out, and the rest of the gang entered the room fully armed and ready for battle. I had no choice but to kill them.
We had a feeling you'd be surprised when you saw us in our real uniforms. I see you have a puzzled look on your face. Ask away. Gogan and I are really members of the Anvil City Watch. I suppose you could say we work undercover. We've been trying to foil Faustina's gang for months now. Every time we tried to interview a man who was lured there, they refused to talk. The women in the gang picked married men to seduce for just that reason. It was decided the only way to stop this gang was to send in a stranger. You fit the bill perfectly. It's a shame it had to end in so much violence. But someone was bound to get hurt sooner or later.
What about Faustina?
We'll clean up the mess. Don't concern yourself about it. I'm sure you had no choice. If you ever find yourself back in Anvil, stop by any time and say hello. Oh, and please say nothing to anyone about our true identities. You've done well, and here's the reward that I promised.
300 gold. You promised 100.
Don't spend all the money from the reward in one place.
Hidden basement key. Looking dagger. Wheat splinter.
Got a lot to do here. We can talk later in Anvil.
Signy Homewrecker. Well-earned name. Drain intelligence, damage magicka.
Little busy right now. Got your mess to clean up.
Yeah, blame me. Sending me here on my own, potentially dying.
Sorry, can't...
Sweet cake. Sweet roll. Is it a alchemy ingredient? It is. I don't understand this plan, sort of. The problem I have with it is that why didn't they make the farm at least look a little bit like, not like an abandoned place? I mean, this is in great conditions inside. Outside looked clearly abandoned, so it would just make people suspicious about this. And if they would lure in, let's say, sailors or travelers, there probably wouldn't be a huge problem anyway. I can't wait to see you tonight. My every day is spent thinking about when we will next be together. Soon we will be married and we can be together forever. Your true love. Yeah. This has to be a generic letter. Heinrich Inneris. Oaken Hall family jewels. Right. This is the problem with the this. If I basically press auto attempt, there is no lockpicking anymore. The only reason not to use auto attempt early on is your lockpicks will break. So you lose much more than you would lose if you manually do it. But if you have a tool that cannot break, you can basically spam the auto system, and it might fail a couple of times, but it's not like you have anything to lose, and then it will succeed. So it's a huge time saver to just spam it instead of doing manual lockpicking. Here's this is a prize minotaur horn. Are these actual quest objects or not? I mean, there's a wedding gift. There's someone's Oakenhall family jewels, things like that. Right. Either way, the job's done. I'll end things here. We have other quests we need to do, but we have too much carry weight now. We need to get rid of it. Also, I'm not quite sure why they
can't talk right now.
Complain about the
Got a lot to do
Faustina.
here. We can talk later in Anvil.
Like almost like I somehow could have avoided killing her. Maybe that was an option somehow. I'll sell the excess equipment, leave things at that.
Good day. Have you spoken to Wilbur at the Count's Arms? He knows a lot about fine wines. If it's broken, I can...
Sounds interesting.
Armor, weapons. A good price for a good customer.
Right, that should help a lot with the carry weight. Still not amazing, but at least slightly better.
An excellent bargain. Thank you for your business. Goodbye.
We do have a significant amount of alchemical ingredients to have some weight to them. That might have been enough to make the difference. Also a lot of potions I should just sell away. Also need to sell away the novice alembic. But I'll do that and end things there. The Mage's Guild probably has an alchemy seller. We either need to now talk to the prophet or take up the haunted house job. I don't think there's anything else here we can technically do right at this second. Maybe later on.
It's my pleasure. Please continue. The Mages Guild runs more. Farewell.
I greet you. There's a Malakath shrine west of Fort Such, west of the Gold Road to Hammerfell. But I stay away. I like my skin on the outside, in one piece. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Minor magic resistance. Yeah, requires restoration skill of 50. That seems to be the current block with the abilities we can add to things. Still, I don't see a magic resistance spell here.
It's
Better
my
buy it just in case.
Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all. Come back and buy.
Okay, I'll leave things here. I need to sell some stuff, but we have to continue doing missions in this city anyway. We can get rid of that easily now. Where spirits have release, I've overheard a rumor that Welvin Beneris wants to sell a manor here in Anvil and that he's selling it cheap. I should go find him and see what he has to offer. The Count's Arms.
It's you. I